Hey there, strangers. It's time for another 2 p.m. PST Twitch stream. I'm your host, Stranger Jim, and today we are getting ourselves back into Stardew Valley today. Now, uh, apologies for being late today. I was doing a lot of work here at home trying to get all the videos that I've basically been holding on to upload to my YouTube channel and clearing out some space on my hard drive so that I can go ahead and um, start today's stream. Otherwise, I would not be able to kind of record it and upload it later to YouTube. Um, so yeah. So apologies on the late arrival, but I mean, I was like I said, I was just trying to take care of some regular maintenance. Um, Okay, so let's see. We are going to be, as I mentioned in the description, we are going to continue working on trying to get into the casino, which means we are needing to take care of a lot of side quests from um, for uh, what is it? The Q key? I don't know how to really pronounce his name at all. Um, let's see. Let's go ahead. Oop, hold on. I want to get some lights on here. It's fairly dark, so one second. Be right back. Okay. Let's see. That's fairly bright. Okay. Go ahead and put this on webcam only, and we'll see how we're doing on lighting. It's that works. Okay. Okay. But yeah, we're going to be continuing our adventures on Stardew Valley. Now, um, the there is the possibility of uh, joining me if you want. If you want to join me in Stardew Valley, just let me know. Say hi in the chat. Um, I say this because, it can be a multiplayer game and up to 4 players, unless of course you have the mod that allows for multiple players in there. I don't have that mod. Um, I don't have a large audience, so um, maybe at some point in time when I do have one, maybe that might become a reality. But at the same time, I might move on to another game later on down the road too. So, well, who knows? If if people want, let me know on that. But for the most part, um, I get like maybe 1 or 2 viewers. So, um, and that's perfectly fine. No worries on that. But um, if anyone wants to kind of join me on these, then I don't really have a problem with it. Um, I do have a couple mods loaded in the game right now um, that allow for me to see information that I've I've pretty much looked up almost consistently online. So the um, these couple of mods are UI based, and um, I see them as more like helpful tools. Now, uh, you could if you're like a Stardew Valley purist, like you want to be pure vanilla, then yes, these mods are cheating because they're giving you information, and the mods that I do have are just basically giving you information that you wouldn't otherwise have, the location of individuals and what they like and love. I won't deny that. But at the same time, I've wanted to, and I've missed out on opportunities before because I didn't have the that information. So um, I've gone ahead and um, downloaded those mods because one of my viewers came in and he loved using mods, and so I looked into it. I downloaded some. Um, but here's the thing that I will state about mods. I've said it in previous videos. I'm just stating it again, just so people understand that um, as much as I have a couple mods installed, um, I'm still trying to keep to um, the style gameplay, the difficulty of it, the challenge of it. So I don't want to see any kind of cheat mods, ones that give you free stuff, free gear, free seeds, free money. Don't want to see it. Um, Now, if you want to use them, go right ahead. I mean, there's nothing I will say that will stop you from using it. Okay, obviously. Because it could be a nice tool if you're trying to make um, if you want to try to like work on a farm without any kind of limitations. Like, you wanna set up a layout of the farm without having to worry about time delays or money problems or so on and so forth. You want to kind of see what it might look like, what it might feel like, and so um, I want to be able to um, uh, continue with the challenge of it. So those that play with the cheat mods, sorry, I'm not gonna be playing Stardew with those mods in mind. Now, as you can hear, I just started the game up, so let me switch this back over to live. Now, um, there we go. Now, I have multiple farms that I've done with viewers in the past. So it's I have no problem on creating a new farm for others. Normally, I use this older farm for just my standard kind of playthrough. Um, Hello, can have the server up so I can join? Um, yeah, I don't mind you joining the captain. Uh, Normally I switch it over to a brand new farm for new viewers, or at least I've had like newer farms for that. So if you're okay with that, then we can build a farm together if you want. Um, Normally, I just kind of leave this one for like the single player. Or if anyone wants to, they can also send me an invite code, and I can join your firm as well. So um, either way is a possibility. Um, so Captain, which would you prefer? Would you like a new farm, or would you like me to kind of join you? All right. If we do have players that want to kind of create a new farm, then obviously, you know, the uh, what I do on my single player will be pushed off to the side, and that's perfectly fine. I don't mind that whatsoever. I actually do. Actually don't mind having um, players join me. So, um, and maybe I can kind of help them out, or we can uh, help each other out in creating a new farm and kind of build it up to something for everybody. So, um, I haven't gotten a response back from Captain yet. Um, so let me know what you would like to see there, Captain, and we'll go from there. Get these guys watered. That. Oh. Uh, there's Mel. Yeah, the Mel. Uh, let's see. Throw the rhubarb in there. Hmm. All right. All right. Not exactly what I need, but okay. So there's only 3 more days left. Then it'll be winter and pretty much everything dies. So don't think there's any crop that has like 2 days worth of growth. So unless I use some kind of um, speed, then maybe it might like speed up the bok choy seeds, for example. But yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. so I'm gonna throw the sunflower seeds back in so that we can use them for next season. Let's see. Okay, so we've pretty much sold off all that, so we're good there. Alright, let's go ahead and collect these. Alright. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cook up some iron here. Just so we have, you know, a stack full of that too, so I don't see Foy around, so oh wait. Wait, I still have Terraria set? So I do. Thanks there, Tiger. I appreciate that. I didn't know that I didn't get that set. Oh, come on. Thank you for correcting me on that. I appreciate it. Um, I sometimes mess up with the category from time to time, so thanks for helping me out on that. So I got it in the title, but yeah, that doesn't really help now, does it? So apologies. My Terraria playthroughs are every Thursday, so apologies on that. So all right. Oh wait. There we go. It's fine. I pick on a lot of people for that. No worries, bud. I mean, I prefer when people can kind of uh, point out that I'm messing up. Uh, so it helps. Okay. Good luck with thing. Sounds good, Ben. Sounds good. Oh, there's Foy here. Let's go. There we go. Hmm. Didn't get the uh, okay, nothing there. Okay, now from last week, I was having some concerns because I didn't really have as much hay as before. Oh, we got ourselves a slime. That's gotta remember to throw on the slime ring from now on if I ever want to go in there. All right. Now I have a lot of animals right at the moment that have not are not fed right now. They're not getting enough food. And that's because I'm running low on hay. And that's really bad with winter coming on. So I didn't have these set up early enough so that I could actually get these guys fed all the time. And even then, with all of the animals being um, um, with the animals reproducing, it didn't really help matters that the amount of mouths to feed kept on increasing, and I didn't have the, um, like these troughs, I guess you might say, to keep on having grass grow without them um, destroying everything. So yeah. So the likelihood of me getting too much milk from this is not going to be that high because all the animals are pretty much upset at the moment. So yeah. All right. I got 2 milks. We'll keep on trying to work on getting some more grass growing and um, allowing for hay to grow. So okay, so let's see. Let's get these eggs in here, the milk there. Okay. Grab the bait, throw that right in here. There we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and make room so we can throw the eggs and milk in. Now, there's that. Oh, there we go. Now, let's go ahead and throw in all of our food and the like, because I missed out on throwing the vegetables and fruit in their respective bins. So, um, let's see. We want to save these. And we can sell off the rest. We don't really need any of this. So let's go ahead and throw the sunflowers in here to be processed into oil. And then we'll sell off everything. Oh, close that off. There we go. Go ahead and throw these guys in here. Oh, right. Red mushroom doesn't really apply to any kind of cooking recipe, just the life elixir, so that's actually outside. Alright. So now that that's done, the traveling merchant isn't here right at the moment for me to purchase anything. Corvus doesn't sell the rainbow shell that I need for the quest. And you might be wondering, well, Jim, what quest are you talking about? Well, that's this quest here. I need to find a rainbow shell, and unfortunately, I don't actually have one, and these don't show up until summertime, so I'm basically gonna have to wait until either I can find one from the traveling merchant, or I have to wait until summer. So, and really, this is the only thing that's kind of um, preventing me to get into this casino right at this point. Um, so yeah, I didn't mean to cut all of them. Oh well. Let's go ahead and cut some of this grass down here. There we go. You know, I want the grass to continue to kind of spread around and whatnot, so, you know, small little bits of grass right now is good because it allows for, you know, growth around it. So, at least that's the idea, that's the plan. So, so I don't necessarily want to be cutting the, oh, missed these. Okay. But that being said, don't really know what else to really do right at the moment. Let's see. So the achievements that I'm working on right at the moment are trying to get the gourmet chef, which I need to go out to Sandy in order to get the last recipe. And then it's just a matter of getting the ingredients for all the recipes that I still have left to do. Five Heart Friend might be possible with like one more, I believe. Um, and then of course there's the Craft Master. Um, Craft Master is one that um, I'm having some difficulty with because I need to get into the casino in order to handle that. So um, catch every fish, that's going to be a while. Ship 15 of each crop, that's also going to take a little bit. And then of course there's ship every item. So which um, there's still items that I still need to kind of process or take care of. I still have a ton of fish left to fish up there. Still plenty of artifacts to find. Not as many minerals, but I need the geodes in order to take care of those. As you can see, I have 10 recipes left to cook. So, with that being said, we want to go and see. We're still building up our money for the 1 million to build the warp out of to the desert. So I want to be able to try to make a lot of money, but at the same time, I'm kind of screwing myself up a little bit here with that. So grab you guys. There's that. Alright. That should be good. So we're good there. Now let's see. Yeah, we still have all the wine kind of going there. So let's see. What I should do is really work on getting, well, either way, I'm going to need a lot of wood and hardwood. So I think today I'm going to go and try to grab some more. I'm going to kind of work on those a little bit more. Alright, let's go ahead and head on out. We're gonna head on down here so that we can get a lot of these trees cut down. Which, kind of unfortunate for that squirrel because it just ran up a tree that I'm gonna cut down. And I don't want to forget my horse here. I mean, I still need all the stones as well, so... And coal, so... Alright. Too bad I can't, like, you know, chop down a tree on horseback. That'd be a little odd, though. Alright. I'm gonna hold off on cutting those right at the moment. Let's... Let me make sure that I'm covered over on this end. Now, this tree right here, yeah, you normally miss a lot of the wood and light falling into the water. Kind of sucks, but I'm gonna keep on cutting on all these trees and like so that I can prepare for some more preserves and get some more casts up so that I can get higher quality wine and, sell that obviously for better pricing. Uh, Now, if anyone is curious or anything along those lines, um, well, so um, if no one really knows, me at all, um, I've been a fan of a YouTube channel called Rooster Teeth, and Achievement Hunter. Um, they're actually kind of there's a couple channels under the Rooster Teeth umbrella, um, and um, I love everybody that's over there. Okay, they've brought me plenty of laughs over the years, and um, today today they just um, released the video of their podcast of Off Topic. Now, it's concerning everything that's going on here in the States, and um, it it also has to deal with what individuals have kind of faced within the company itself. And if you don't know what has happened there in the past, then it might not um, you might not understand everything that's kind of going on there, or what they're kind of referring to. Oh, I'm running out of time. Um, I actually wanted to get some hardwood in first. Am I gonna run out of time? I don't know. This might be stupid of me, but I do need hardwood. I don't have time. Okay, so but getting back to what I was saying, so um, they recently put, and Achievement Hunter just recently posted the video off topic where normally it's just them kind of sitting around the um, bar counter talking about whatever's kind of happening during the week or what was kind of happening with them individually, but they wanted to talk more about uh, what has happened in their um, within their company, what has happened to individuals within their company, and concerning the whole Black Lives Matter. Um, and um, I, I know, you know, well, I don't work for the company at all, so I mean, um, so I say I know, but in all reality, I can only see what I see from the outside looking in. Um, but it was a really, I guess you might, what's the word I'm looking for? Poignant. Um, it really kind of hit hard. Seeing, well, it didn't. It didn't. I've been seeing the negative comments for a couple of their members over the years, and I've tried defending, tried, um, you know, shutting those people down, defending those members when I can. But at the same time, I've also kind of voiced my concerns for it as well. Um, there's they made some decisions that I was like, why? But at the same time, like I said, I'm a guy looking in. You know, um, I have to kind of accept the decisions that they make because, I mean, I'm one voice. I mean, sure, I might say, why did you do this thing? But in the end, it was their decision to make. Um, so maybe they saw the benefits more than I did. So, um, but what I do plan on doing is I plan on putting a long tweet out promoting their podcast and um, kind of addressing my viewpoints a little bit. Whether or not they see it or not is immaterial. But um, I'm 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 hoping that they understand and appreciate the fact that I'm um, letting them know what my viewpoint is, and maybe they can take the suggestions that I give to some amount of heart, or make sure that it doesn't happen again, or something like that. You know, again, I'm one voice out of their million followers, or however many they have, kind of thing. But I'm just one voice in the plenitude of fans. So um, whether or not they actually listen to me is, yeah, probably not going to happen. But um, Spirits Eve. Right. This is their Halloween event, right? Yeah, the Mel. I forgot to throw one of the plants in there. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a seed so we can um, go and plant that. There we go. But yeah, if uh, anyone wants to, I do recommend um, going to the Rooster Teeth page and listening to their podcast, because not only does it affect them directly, um, but you can kind of apply what they were saying to like your everyday life, or um, what you see in other places of work, because I've seen it before. Okay, I've seen what they were kind of talking about with work, and um, it's just kind of unfortunate that um, it happens so much on a regular basis. It's just kind of unfortunate that way. Now, they're an entertainment business. Okay, they're oh right. Um, let's see. So they're they're going to be kind of dealing with a little bit more um, audience than say other companies. But it's not to say that other companies might not be having the same problems that Rooster Teeth has as well. So don't think that it's isolated. You know. So I kind of appreciate that because um, it just kind of goes to show that um, I mean obviously they're dealing with their own like internal problems and like, but if you look at it at a grander scale, the problems that they're having are pretty much a lot of what everybody's kind of facing a little bit nowadays. Well, I mean, I say nowadays, but um, it's actually been going on for quite some time here in the United States. Uh, some people are just kind of blind to it, unfortunately, or some people actually participates in degrading races or um, gender or creed. It's kind of sad, really, that it's still kind of going on here in the states, but um, it's unfortunate that there are still people out there that have such hatred in their hearts. All right, now let's see. You can throw these in the respective chests. Sell these off. Alright. Now let's go and take care of all the animals. See, still some unhappy animals there. And this is not going to be good for the winter. I do not have enough hay. Wait, come on. You're happy you produce milk? No, you're not happy. You're not going to produce milk. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this ring on here real quick. Hmm. There we go. But yeah, I can't really stress enough on that podcast. Um, it's one of those, some people just kind of let it go, let things kind of slide, and you know, it's one of the reasons why we can't do that anymore. Okay, we can't let um, we can't let you know, not speaking out about hate and like slide anymore. So we have to combat it, and um, we have to kind of somehow show. Um, I mean, believe me, it. Sometimes it's not going to be easy because some people are just so ingrained that it's difficult um, to fight that mentality sometimes. If they are so set in their ways, if they're so stubborn that they can't see um, um, that their belief that they're better than um, you know other citizens of that you know creed, gender, um, color, you know what have you. It's just the wrong mentality to have, and yet people are still kind of holding on to it, and it's just so unfortunate sometimes. And and um, we can't be silent on that anymore. Okay. Um, you know, I've mentioned in just fairly recently in my streams that um, I've I've let um, I've let viewpoints like that kind of slide past before. So um, I'm just as guilty as everybody else. So don't think that um, I'm on this kind of pedestal right at the moment, talking down to people. No, that's not the point. Point is that um, you know I've you know I didn't it's never been my nature to really confront people outright. I hate it. I hate having to um, get in someone's face and say you're wrong, or you're being an idiot, or anything along those lines. But we're at that point here in the States where we can't let that slide anymore. We can't let ignorance be a guiding principle anymore. Okay, we gotta kind of fight that. We gotta um, you know and don't get me wrong, there's um everybody kind of has to work towards it. Okay. um I saw this one post about, well, sure, there's cops that kill African Americans, but you have to have the African Americans um stop killing each other. I mean, he's not wrong in that, there is a lot of kind of gang violence, but at the same time, there's individuals out there, you know, that are in gangs that are kind of changing up um, how they kind of handle relations a little bit. I saw this one story about um, this neighborhood. They're using paint guns to kind of settle their differences, and it's like, okay, okay, I could, you know, hmm, pale ale still needs to. I still need to kind of sell off pale ale, but yeah, I can work on that myself. Uh, blast, nothing. Still looking for that rainbow shell. It's unfortunate that I didn't realize that I absolutely needed it. Oh well. But that's the but that's the thing. You know, the if we want change, we have to kind of work towards it. Okay, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be um, you know, there's gonna be a lot of um, voices and mentality that um, doesn't like the change, but that's the thing. You know, sometimes change is necessary. Okay. Um, you know, we're living in an age where you know the internet has you know influenced almost every aspect of everybody's life in some fashion or another. Okay. Um, it's if you don't think that the internet has an effect your life, then well, okay. Okay, so I can cut down those trees. Makes sense. A lot of this, even if you might not see it directly, like for example, um, applications. Back in the day, it was you go to a store or whatnot and you ask for an application, you fill out the paperwork and turn it in and blah blah blah. A lot of things nowadays are, um, a lot of companies nowadays are saying, yeah, online only. So now that kind of sucks for those that you know are still kind of super poor and can't really afford internet. And believe me, they're out there. You know, if you can't see them, well, um, need to, I guess, open up your eyes a little bit more because there are some people that are still kind of struggling, and it's unfortunate. Um, but that's you know, not everybody has you know infinite amount of wealth. I mean, I surely don't. Um, and even even then, I'm lucky in that I was able to get a couple of jobs that paid really well. You know, even though I'm not working right now, um, I've had some decently paid jobs, and I can't really do anything with that. So it allowed for a little bit of comfort. Not to say that, I still don't have bills and the like, but um, it allowed me to, um, you know, not only get like, the computer and the games that I currently have, for example, but it allowed for me to, like get a computer for both my brother and my niece, for example. Okay. It allowed for me to um, donate money to charities and, um, help out a friend in need when, if they were kind of like shy on 20 bucks or something like that, or if they were, um, if they were having some issues trying to get some lunch or whatnot, being able to say, hey, I got lunch for today, no worries. You know, Not everybody has that luxury. And we have to kind of see that, you know. Um, I remember one day, um, well, I went to a trade school for a couple days. I didn't really stay there. Um, Trying to learn basic maintenance on a car, you know. Um, and then I saw one of the gentlemen there trying to get his certification for being a mechanic. Um, forget, I forget exactly what it's called, but um, I remember every day that I went there, he whenever he breaked for lunch, he would pull out basically a loaf of bread and a packet of like bologna, and he would just kind of have sandwiches, and that's it. That's all he had. And you look at that and you see, how much um, someone is willing to, you know, if you do that to survive, you know, if you're just that hard up for cash that you do what you can to survive. You go for like the basics, you know, bread, peanut butter and jelly, what have you. Um, you know, you know, uh, I had this one roommate one time. She made breakfast for her kid every single morning. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? Um, I kind of applaud that kind of mentality. You know, um, trying to start her son's day off right with a nice, decent, balanced meal. Okay, I get that. At the same time, I look back at my childhood, and the most that we could afford was cereal and milk every single day. you know, so let's see. Uh, there is some fruit and like that I want to drop off here. Oh boy, that is a lot of guys there. Okay, just gonna go straight to sleep here. Still haven't gotten the rainbow shell from the traveling merchant, but and money is slowing down right at this time. It's kind of unfortunate right at the moment, but rain all day tomorrow, huh? Okay. That's not going to be great because all of my animals are going to be inside the barn and wanting food that isn't there. Oh well. Hey there, Mel. Alright. Let's see. We really don't need this. Alright. Don't really need that either. I can turn this into oil, so I'll go ahead and do that. Don't think there's any other plants anywhere that's gonna be good to go for before tomorrow's deadline. Alright. Okay. Oh, I also have to go out to the ocean so that I can um, oh wait, hold on. There we go. Okay. Grab that. Grab that. There we go. Oh wait. Let's see. There we go. Go and check out the oh. Oh, thank you for the follow there, Logan. I appreciate it, there, bud. How's your day been so far? Okay, we got some pickling to do. Let's see, I'll go with the salmon berries again. It's been okay, not much happening. Okay, man. Well, better to have a non-eventful day than a bad eventful day. Alright. You know, gotta have those you know, keep a positive lookout for that kind of jazz. So let's go ahead and grab all the eggs. Oh, I don't need it raining tomorrow. Oh, it'll allow for me to cut all the grass and get some last minute hay at the very least. I'm gonna have some very unhappy animals throughout the winter though, that's for sure. But I know that these fence posts aren't enough to handle the amount of animals that I currently have right at the moment, so we'll see what we can do there. Let's see, that all looks relatively good. Let's see, let's grab these eggs, milk, sunflower, there we go. All right, so there's that. You in there, and then we have our wool. There we go. Alright, so let's sell off everything else. Then we'll head out to the beach and grab the crab pots. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and leave the trying to leave the oh, hello hazelnut, you're hiding behind a tree. The food in there so that we can go ahead and put that in the refrigerator. Oh, I can't get out to the beach. That's right. Unless I cheese it a little bit. Grab that because I'm going to be needing that as well. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Alright. Okay, let's see. Anything here that I should... I'm going to sell off those. That's going to be going in the refrigerator as well. Might be able to do that. Oh wait, I forgot the my scissors and like. Come here. There we go. All right, so no. Warp. Zoom. Alright. I can't get out here. Cool. Trying to block me from getting out here to the beach. How dare you, town? Not much out here, though. Oh, damn. Alright. Still looking for lobster and shrimp for those crab pots. Okay, I don't see anything else around. Can I? Yeah. I kind of figured that that was going to be a problem. Alright. Alright. We still have a hole in our wall there. I need to go and fix that real quick. Thankfully, I have some spare fences. Alright. There we go. Now, what we want to do now is, seeing that not going to be able to get to, oh, there's um, the um, the traveling merchant isn't there for the rainbow shield or the rainbow shell shield. So um, oh, there's members. All right. Let's see. We want to have about 4 there. So let's go ahead and grab those. That. There we go. And sell those off. Oh, there we go. Okay. Put that one back. Oh, scissors. All right. I might need to go and I want to go and handle giving the present to Sandy before it resets for tomorrow. Let's see. Don't need that anymore. Grab the daffodil. All right. All right. It'd be so nice if I can purchase a rainbow shell somewhere so that, like, you know, a stable location such as this, for example, to just be able to kind of purchase the rainbow shell at any particular point in time, but oh well. So I'm not like stuck because of the season or whatnot, so. Yeah, so Sandy, here's a present. I'm apparently popular. Alright, so yeah, got her to 5 hearts, which was enough for where was it? Reach 5 heart friend levels for with 20 people. So there we go. So we just need that rainbow shell to kind of keep on working towards the craft master. So, and obviously we need to just keep on giving presents to her so that we can be the gourmet chef at some point. So. Okay. I don't really need. I mean, I guess I can probably check to see if I can shake down some coconuts from palm trees. You know, get more potential to sell or to um, or to like maybe turn, you know, seeing that they're fruits, I can actually kind of turn them into a wine. So, that is it. That's all we can do here. So, and no, I'm not planning on going down into the Skull Cavern. I don't really need to, other than maybe getting some geodes, but yeah. I mean, at this point, that's what I would have to be kind of focused on a little bit. If I, you know, if I want to take care of the um, if I want to take care of, like, say, the artifact um, mission, then I would want to go down into the Skull Cavern so that I can get as many of the um, so I can get as many of the geodes as I can. Alright, let's see what we got here. What we got left? Just the truffles, huh? Okay. And here we go. Alright. I can sell off these. Okay. And then we'll throw the rest of them, rest of everything into the refrigerator. There we go. Wish the refrigerator was larger than what this contains, but whatever. What can you do, right? Stretch, stretch, stretch. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I sold off all the other wines and like. Why was I keeping a hazelnut in here? I don't really know. Alright. So let's see. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna be pulling out all of the wood and hardwood there, and we're going to be making a lot of the casts. There we go. Now, what we want to do now is we're going to try to work on getting a lot of the preserve jars now. I don't really like the fact that I'm using a lot of coal to get this done, but um, oh well. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and throw all these back to their respective um, chests here. Okay, so I don't need nearly as much wood anymore. I need a lot more stone though. Okay, so we're gonna throw the preserve jars um, in here so that we'll have them ready for the next batch of jellies and whatnot. And then we're gonna throw these down into the basement. Okay. Uh-oh. Messed up there a little bit. Okay. There we go. Alright. So we're good on that. We're gonna need to bust some more rocks though. Now, Spirit's Eve, there isn't really much that I mean, you get the golden pumpkin, which makes you a little bit of money, but it's not like, you know, hey, you sell it off and you get $1,000,000. No, it's, is it really worth it though? Yeah, maybe I can just go to the quarry uh, for a little bit. You know, once 11 o'clock kind of rolls around, then um, I'll go ahead and go there. So, yeah, that's about it. All right, there we go. All right, to be honest, there's nothing really here. Um, I mean, you don't really get to. Um, yeah, you know what? I'm kind of curious at the moment. Let's right now. Let's look at Kent here at 221 points. So if I go and talk with Kent, all right. Okay, so talking to everybody here does raise up the friendship points. So if if you need to like talk to someone or whatnot, this is a good way of kind of boosting up the friendship points if you need to. So I mean there is a you know slight benefit to it. So obviously don't really need to talk with those that are like already at like 10 hearts or whatnot, or um, you don't really need to kind of uh, rank up their um, if you're already kind of like at 10 hearts that you're like their best friends, then you don't necessarily need to go around and talking to everybody, obviously. So spiders that don't really do anything. Now, if they were like moving around, that would be interesting. Like they had that actual animation, but nope, can't talk to these two either. Would like to, but can't. Wait, I kind of stopped there. Why? Hmm. I couldn't move further to the right. That's why I was like, wait, what? Alright, alright. Time to leave this popsicle stand. Uh, hmm. Hmm. Oh, I was kind of wondering if there was a way that you could actually get up to the spot where you could actually talk with the wizard and Linus, seeing that they both have, you know, a little indicator saying that you can speak with them. But I never personally found the way to get up there, and if there is even one, so. Energy tonic. Interesting. Oh, wow. That is a lot of energy there. Hmm. Apparently I don't need it for the shipping or the shipment. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, see? Not really worth a whole lot, but I mean, 2,500 isn't bad. Okay. We are on our last day of fall. So now, thankfully, it is raining so that all the animals that are currently out in the yard are indoors, but at the same time, they're eating um, all the hay that I have left. So, oh well. Okay, let's go get a seed so that we can plant right here. Oh, there's Mel. Hey there, Mel. Alright, so all these crops are gonna die tomorrow. I don't really see anything else will that's giving me any kind of food or whatnot. Times you cut all the grass here because we need all the hay that we can get to try to last us enough for long enough to handle the winter, but it's not going to happen. These animals are going to cut through this amount of hay like it's nothing. Okay. Oh, it's so weird. It's like, wait, how is how is breaking the gate with my axe allowing it to be restored? That's a little off. What the nuts in the mushroom cave? Mhm. Okay. Throw you guys in there. So we're good. Let's see. Throw you in there. How are we doing in here? We're doing okay. Okay, sell off you guys. Stats. Okay, let's see what else. Alright, let's continue our cutting of the grass here. I think that's about it here in the main yard. Don't think there's any other grass spots. So Okay, so one, two, three of these spots do not feed all of my animals. Um, so I'm gonna need to have at least four, but I'm probably gonna be needing more than that. So because I mean, look at this is 1 day of growth here. Okay, so we're talking about needing to have um, this can only feed like one of my animals, maybe. So I'm gonna need to have more than just this. You know what? I'm gonna grab this honey because I'm afraid the honey isn't gonna produce over the winter. So, oh, 41 p.m. Um, so I'm basically gonna have starving animals over the winter. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. Okay. Hmm. I need to go and see the um, traveling merchant so that I can see if she's selling a rainbow shell. I'm really hoping that she has one at some point in time because I really don't want to wait until summer. I want to be able to get that quest done so that I can get that one achievement. see. Just throw the wild honey in there for now. Alright. So, pretty much up creek on hay, so not much I can really do about that. Most that I can do is just keep on trying to. Nope. Oh wait, no, I do need just 2. Alright. Alright, now let's head on out to the traveling merchant and see if she has not only the a rainbow shell, but we can also see about for her purchasing um, a wedding ring recipe. That's not control, my friend. I don't always have the answers here, folks. Some people have better answers than I do. Ending your life isn't one of them. It's not an answer. I don't think I've ever had anyone. I've never really been close to someone that actually, or that I knew. Um, I mean, I probably know some people that might have attempted to take their life, maybe. Um, it's a little bit more common than than most people realize. And that's a scary thought sometimes, because what happens if they succeeded? Actually, I think I do know someone that actually did end his life, but I never really got confirmed from his relatives whether or not he did or not. It's It's really bad when you get to that point in your life where you see nothing around you but misery. You don't see the joys that are around you, and you just don't want to suffer anymore. You know, um, I, there were times in my life, especially when I was really young. Um, Junior high was a tough point in my life. Um, where I kind of wondered about it. You know, the thought of suicide. But at the same time, you know, I saw a lot of um, you know, you know, I saw like, you know, studies and videos and TV and stuff like that about people ending their lives. And I, it all looked so painful to even consider doing that I, I never wanted to take it that far. So I was kind of lucky in that regard. You know, I didn't like go off to the kitchen and like drink a whole bunch of bleach or something like that. Okay, don't do that. Please don't. You know, I was always kind of wondering, uh, well, not always, but during those dark points in my life, um, you know, what would be the painless route, and I don't really see one. And then I was like going, what's going on here? You know, that's not how I should be thinking about things. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, um, when you're in a dark place, the best thing that you do. Well, I mean, there's obviously a couple things that you do. One, talk with someone, anyone. Okay, you don't even need to be talking to anyone in particular. Okay, you can hold up a photo and say, you know, to the person in the photo, you know, everything that's been kind of going on in your life, everything that's been kind of going wrong with your life. And you might not need an answer back, okay? Because your mind might be able to work out the answer for you. So, but at the same time, um, if you're not getting the right answers, if you're not finding the right answers, then find someone that can help you. Okay. I'm not saying go to like a friend or family because sometimes they might not have the answers for you. Okay. Sometimes you might need to go to a stranger. You might need to go to a therapist. Okay. Someone that can kind of listen to your problems and help you through whatever you're dealing with. Okay, and believe me, I know if if for anyone that's watching this, if anyone is okay, and if you're going through a rough time at this point, seek help. Okay, you know, if you need me to listen to you, I mean, I'll listen, and I might not have the right answer for you. Um, you know, there's people that train on how to get the get to the right answer for you. Try to work through what problems that you're facing that you can kind of um, you know see the negatives that you're seeing and maybe turn them into positives. Okay. um, the pain, the suffering that I deal with, most that I can think of is that it's needed for something more. Okay. Um, it will I say that it will help me get to a better spot in my life. I mean, hell, I keep on saying like these you know, little fortune cookie fortune saying, better times ahead. Yeah. And it can be painful. I know it can. Um, and I know, I've dealt with heartache much like anyone else. Um, I haven't gone into this I haven't gotten this bad. It's one of the reasons why I don't drink, because I've seen what alcohol can do to people, and I don't want to get to that point. Okay, alcohol. If I remember correctly, alcohol is a depressant. Depresses you. Um, you might think that it's good for your life, but from what I understand, it's not that great, folks. It's good for social occasions. That's it. And even then, limited amounts here, folks. You know, the fact that this guy drank, what is it, three, four, 6 packs of beer in one sitting. Now, some people might go, that's a good time for me. But this guy's probably been doing that daily. That's this is this could this has damages to your body. It has damages to your life. You got to see the positives that are going on. Ending your life off cliff is not the right way. Sure, you might end it all, and um, you might not feel any more pain. Maybe. But I mean, what happens if you do think of a great beyond? Or if there is a great beyond? Is suicide a sin? Don't really know. For some religions, it is. I don't have the answer to that. You're going to have to find the answer to that yourself. For me, I think of it as falling asleep and dreaming. Hopefully, I'll have some nice dreams. But here's the thing. I see the joys that I can have in life. You know, uh, you look you can look and see it every single day if you want to look for it. Okay, even if it's looking online. Okay, um, you know, little puppies, kittens, babies, nature, um, friends hugging each other. Um, there's a lot of joy out there in the world. You just need to find it. You know, sometimes it could be just your own personal joy. Maybe um, maybe play some music. Maybe sing. Maybe maybe play some music. You know, actually pick up an instrument and learn a new instrument or something like that. Dancing. Um, going for a run. Going for a jog. Walking. Biking. Dirt biking. You know, take a drive. Whatever you find happiness. You know, find that happiness that you can have on a daily basis. You know, and hold to that. You know, hold to that happiness. You know, that helps you get through it. It's what's allowed me to keep on moving forward. You know, hold to that happiness. Hold to that. Um, you know, being able to see my family, my niece, well, my nieces, should say, um, my nephews. You know, um, I remember company picnic. You know, a friend of mine's little baby was, you know, getting a little upset, kind of thing, and I asked if I could hold her, and she curled up right in my arms and calmed right on down, and you know, it's it's that kind of feeling of, you know, being, uh, you know, sharing that love, sharing that protective joy. He needs to see that. Oh boy. Personally, you need to know the person for this. I mean, you yourself might believe in it. But what if the other person does not? What if the other person just doesn't care anymore? I don't like that answer whatsoever. I don't see that as a good response. This right there, he's already kind of having trouble. So the fact that you're saying the decision is your own, that to me is saying that you're kind of okay with him committing suicide, and that's not okay. At least that, that's how I kind of see it. Um, that might be the right response, but to me, I don't see it as the right response. This this can be difficult because if all they see is darkness around them, this doesn't really answer that. This that really doesn't really show them what to live for. You know, the you know they themselves need to pull themselves out of the hole, and they may need a hand to climb on out. But sometimes you need to give them something to grab onto. Okay, something to grasp, and just saying there's so much to live for. Well, they might say, well, okay, what? And again, you're going to need to know that person in order to give them the right answer, in my opinion. Again, this is very unprofessional, folks. You know, if you're suffering from depression, don't take my advice, or at least you know uh, take it with a grain of salt. This right here, this I think gives the right amount of um, I personally I think this is the best answer. Personally, okay. I don't know whether or not it is. Okay, I'm just you know based off of um, kind of what I know, what I've experienced, kind of thing. When you're dealing with someone that has nothing or can't see anything to kind of grasp onto, you need to kind of help. You need to kind of take off their blinders in some fashion and show them that there are more things out there um, than just kind of the dark hallway that they're walking down. Okay, um, dark hallway with all these doors that they can open up just to kind of let light into their life. I know it's kind of a corny analogy, I understand, but if they see all these doors that are closed, then sometimes you might need to say, but here's the store. And then they might have that mentality of, opening up the rest of the doors in that hallway. It might take a while. It might take some time, and you might need someone to kind of help you open up said doors. But this right here allows him to kind of grasp onto something tangible, something to kind of hold on to. Okay. His sister Jas would be devastated if he died. Absolutely devastated. You know, it losing someone that you're close to, leaves a small emptiness, or maybe a large emptiness. It all depends on the person, really. Okay, um, if you are their world and you pass away, then they go into a tailspin themselves, because then they start wondering whether or not um, they could do anything, or they could have done something that might have affected the life, or if there was some way that, all these questions are gonna, you know burn in their brain, trying to figure out why would someone want to commit suicide, and they will never have the answers for that. And it damages the person that you don't have the questions, you don't have answers to the questions. You can't ask that person anymore. You know, um, you can't, ask them what they're feeling, what they're going through, what they're dealing with, what they have dealt with. Um, you lose it. You lose all that information. And if that person means the world to you, then it's as though the world has just turned off. So, yeah, I came here for a reason. Right, the traveling merchant. Still nothing. Alright, well, let's go get some more hardwood. While we're here, might as well, right? Here we go. Let's see, yep, 12 pieces. Hmm. Although I am kind of curious as to whether or not um, what the other options would have kind of been for Shane. I'm kind of curious as to what the, you know, um, if you selected any of the other options, what would have happened. So, let's see. Let's see. Stardew Valley. Now, if anyone wants to explore that particular information, on your own, obviously, I'm not going to say anything. Um, I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm just going to go ahead and look it up on the. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Oh, he's at the bar. Okay, that's interesting. Wait, said that Shane was here. Right? Where is he? Normally he's like right here, but that's odd. Hmm. Okay, well, maybe he's still in the hospital. Could quite be. Okay, okay, so let's see, not much else is gonna be happening. Okay, so we're gonna need to go out and see Sandy pretty soon on that. Um, all the wine that I'm gonna be getting next batch is gonna be going into the cellar, so I don't necessarily need to worry about. I'm not gonna be. Um, so that's gonna not gonna be getting a whole lot of money from that either. Mm, alright, let's just go ahead and go to sleep. Yeah. Ooh, a baby girl name. Baby girl name. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I can't really think of any good names. I've always been kind of bad with that. I mean, I can always go with like people that I know or something along those lines. There we go. Full house. All right. Okay. Not a whole lot of money that time around. Didn't really. I guess I didn't really have a whole lot of products being made. Alright. It is now winter, so now all of my crops are gone, so yeah. So yep, that we have. Yeah. Hey there, Shane. No, no, it's quite okay, man. Oh, yeah. So obviously we're gonna keep this farm for what it is for the most part. Not gonna be getting any kind of honey if I remember correctly from that, so not gonna be any kind of fruit, so so nothing there. Oh wait, not that. That one. Okay. There we go. Alright, so now what we could do is try to maybe get some more products that we can sell off at the moment. So um, let's go ahead and grab the soggy newspaper so that we can um, go ahead and recycle these. There we go. Let's see, what about you guys? Truffles, okay. Okay, so definitely going to be having some starving animals. Not much I can really do about that. wonder if the animals actually die. Don't really know. Um, I don't think they do, but I'm not 100% sure. So, okay, still got that going. There we go. Let's see. Doing okay in there. Let's see. Fortunately, there's nothing I can do to have any kind of like grass growing in here. I already tried, you know, like a planter or something like that inside there to see if I can um, have some amount of um, okay. What we're gonna need to do is find um, I think what I'm gonna do is try to get a like a process going so that I can um, allow for you know, I know that I need about 4 sets uh, of the grass in order to um, allow for, you know, the grass to kind of grow around it. So what I want to do right now is, oh, I didn't, I thought I grabbed the torches. Yes, I missed it. Uh, we'll go over here. We'll drop off all the eggs. Let's see. So, and okay, there we go. Okay, nothing else needs to go in there. Let's see, we want to throw the eggs in there. And then we can throw the wool in here. So off that. Okay, that will obviously go in the refrigerator. So now we're gonna try to do some planning here. want to be able to have a spot where I can just kind of have enough room for like some additional growth around it. But I was thinking and there should probably be about like 3 spaces in between each of these. Come on. Instead of 2 spots here, I should probably put them 3 spots. So 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Okay. I mean, I don't really like the fact of having a lot of fence posts around here to kind of hampers my movement, but at the same time, I'm gonna need to have a lot of food area for you know, the grass to grow and to spread and allow for them all to be you know, not to have too much problem. Okay, I do need to close the barn doors though. I wonder if that's the reason why the animals are so grumpy. Yeah. Probably not. There we go. Alright, so a lot of room there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And then probably put like another set up there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the water filled back up here. There we go. Okay, so now what we want to do is get a lot of the fiber so we can make some grass starters. I mean, we still got plenty of time during the winter to handle that, but let's see. Okay. Alright. Throw you back in there. We're gonna go off to the quarry. We're gonna go ahead and mine some rocks. I did talk to Floyd, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. There we go. And pop you in. There we go. Okay, throw you in there. Put you in there. There's that. Sell off these. Now we'll just head off to the quarry, mine some rocks, bust down some trees, and then tomorrow we're going to go inside the mines and try to pick up some more grass or some fibers so that we can make those grass starters and make enough of them so that we can have enough to feed the animals once spring comes along. And then obviously, we'll hold the animals inside on like the first day of spring so that we can handle but let's go ahead and just deal with all this first. Okay. All done there. Alright. I think that's gonna be it for that day. There's really nothing much for me to sell. Not much, but I still have that to sell. Okay. And one of those bats, huh? Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Lots of trash. There we go. Okay, so if you... I forgot to put the resources in their respective chest over here. Alright. There we go, and time for bed. gonna have unhappy animals after this, I think. I didn't have that much hay at all stored up. Yeah. Still, baby, not much I can really do about affecting happiness there, but let's see. All right. Okay. Okay. Still got some hay. At some point in time, this is gonna get pretty ugly, though. Yep, there it is. Oh, right, there's another sheep. Okay. Yep, there we go. We're not gonna be getting that much hay anymore. Oh well. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. No, I don't need to eat it. Eat it, eat it. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're fine there. Let's see. Hmm. So. Okay. Go and okay. Hmm. Excuse me. Mm. Okay. Have myself a little snack here. Keep myself awake. Thankfully, the sap is still growing, so that's good. Allows me to get some more kegs. Now, um, I do want to eventually like open up another give myself like another shed so that I can put kegs in there so that I can um, just fill it up with kegs and um, make a bunch of wine there. But um, those kegs are hard to come by. You know, if I was playing this again, I'd try to find all those pine trees and put tappers on every single last one of them. Because so far, I haven't really needed the sap from the other trees all that much. But pine trees, oh yeah. Now, there are fish in the winter that I need to pick up, now that I remember. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Give me a minute to bring up the list. Let's see. Both of them are out in the ocean. Okay. But one of them, the squid, is, from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. Gotcha. So, the tuna is going to be in the morning, and the squid is going to be in the evening. Nice. Okay, so, um, alright, so, right, I need a little bit of wood. Gonna go and grab the copper and iron. There we go. One keg. I forgot to water the kitty. Alright. Still wanna throw those in there. Alright. So off to the ocean. See if we can fish up some fish. At the very least, get the squid. As well as check the crab pot and see if we got some lobster and shrimp. Alright. I only need 2. No shrimp. Alright. No. We be hunting squid. No, you don't. Tuna. Wait, I thought tuna didn't stop at 3 o'clock. Oh, it's till 7 p.m. right. Okay. So, alright, well, we'll just keep on fishing until 6 p.m. rolls around, and hopefully we'll go ahead and catch ourselves squid after that. Don't really have a lobster or shrimp from the crab pots, which was unfortunate, but we'll just keep on working towards that. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have plenty of bait. Just wondering if I had enough. Oh, artifact, right. Alright. We're just gonna fish and get some money this way. I mean, might as well, right? With a herring. Okay, let's go and grab that chest. Oh. Aha, nice. Oh, I screwed up. I didn't grab any of it. Corn, don't need it. I was stupid. I was not paying attention. Okay, squid, come on. Nope. Halibut, huh? I need a squid. Give me a squid. Nope. Another halibut. There we go. I think I might need to sell one, so I'm gonna see if I can pick up another one. And there it is. Alright. So I guess I don't necessarily need to sell it off. Hmm. Now I got squid ink once before, but I'm not quite sure where I can find it now. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, that's... I saw a box opened up on my Firefox, and it was didn't contain any information on it. And it wasn't something that I opened up, so... Okay. City, Stardew Valley. Okay, where can I get swig? Dropped from squid kids in the mines and produced by squids and as well as midnight squids and fish ponds. It's used as an ingredient in clothing, dye, and tailoring. Hmm. I mean, I do need to kill off plenty of squid kids too. Hmm. Almost 80 to 120. Alright. Alright, so let's head on back to the farm. Put the fish that I need to keep inside the refrigerator. Hmm. Still tired. I haven't been getting as much sleep lately as I should be. I was up late trying to put all the files on my YouTube channel, and then woke up relatively early this morning, relatively, to continue throwing them back up on the YouTube channel. So right. All right, I still want to take care of that. You know, I'm gonna do the gate in there. Hmm. Six. There we go. Okay. Go away, damn it. Okay, we're gonna go through slime into slime incubator. There we go. too shabby, not too shabby. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep focused enough to go on through the day. So, yeah, we're going to have to hold off on getting the rainbow shell for now. I mean, I can keep on trying to find um, other ways to kind of keep my time, keep keep occupied on this. Um, and um, then yeah. Oh, I haven't actually sold one of those off yet. Huh? That's what I was missing. I was wondering what the heck that was. Um, Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and call it here. Okay, uh, so once again, I wanted to thank those of you that kind of stopped on by and said hi to me. Captain, thank you for stopping on by. Per Paratic Paratic Tiger, thank you for stopping on by. Appreciate it. And then of course Logan with the follow and stopping on by. I appreciate you guys doing that. Hopefully I'll see you again. Um, I do this daily from 2 to 6 p.m. PST, so hopefully I'll see you folks tomorrow as I continue the Stardew Valley. Then on Sunday will be my coding stream using Unity, 3D, and C Sharp. So if you're interested in that, feel free to stop on by. Building my game GGG. And then on Monday will be the Warframe playthrough. Now, all these streams that I do are uploaded to my YouTube channel, so feel free to check that out. I got a link down below on my Twitch channel for that if you need it. I also have links to my Discord, my Patreon, and my Twitter account down below as well. As well as in the description of my YouTube videos, so feel free to check those out if you'd like. I have a schedule of all the what I'm currently doing on my Twitch channel, so if you're interested in seeing what I'm playing and on what day, um, feel free to um, check out that schedule. So if just to kind of let you know, hey, we're on this day, we're gonna continue playing this particular game or whatnot. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. There's nothing really else for me to talk about, so hopefully, you folks will join me tomorrow as we continue to play through for Stardew Valley. I got some good achievements done today, so that's good. Um, the five heart friend, for example. So we're still working towards that craft master. So, um, but I mean, we still need the full shipment. You know, ship 15 crops, catch every fish, gourmet chef, and then of course a complete collection. So we got we got some we still got some work to do for these particular um, for these particular achievements. So yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. So thank you very much for watching, folks. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll catch you next time. Um, like I said, I do this daily from 2 to 6 p.m. PST. So hopefully, I'll catch you then. If so, take care. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'll see you strangers next time.